KILR Killer Game.
Hello, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to the tour around the world featuring SubLogic Flight Lite. It's a beautiful morning. Look at the nice, pretty sky that's out there. Oh man, that's just awesome. I love how this is portrayed in Flight Lite. Even though we have these candy-colored, very pretty looking gauges here on the dash, I love what they do with the sky on this. I wish Flight Simulator 4 was like that. But we can talk about that later on. Let's get into the important stuff, which is where we happen to be and where we happen to be going. Cedar Rapids. It's actually called the Eastern Iowa Airport. Yeah, Eastern Iowa Airport. But back then, it was just called Cedar Rapids Municipal. We'll click on that. You may find it interesting here that it gives you the ATIS information, tower clearance, departure, ground approach. None of these mean anything at all because the comm radios don't do anything, so there's nothing to tune into. They had plans to do something with it. They never did. And we'll go ahead and land on runway 31. Yeah. Okay. So that is in there. Okay. So let's, for example, turn on the VOR on off, which is Shift F1. And then we can turn on the direct route to destination, which is Shift F8. See that red line there? That's going to take us to the airport. And then destination airport traffic pattern is Shift F9. We won't see anything until we get there. So that is now on as well. And then from here, we can go ahead and take off. Well, we'll probably pick a different runway, but we'll go ahead and get moving here. We'll just go to the end of this runway. Oh, you know, actually, that line is there, and I think there's a runway there too. We could just take that. But let's see. Let's go up here and find out. Yeah, the runways should be there, RJP. They should be there. This scenery database is based off of the SubLogic scenery base. That they are known for. This scenery is pretty close or exact. Here, we'll turn here. To the SubLogic East and West scenery packs that were used for Flight Simulator 4 and SubLogic ATP. Both of which I have. I have the SubLogic USA East, USA West. I do have SubLogic ATP. I have not done any videos on it yet. Okay, do you see that right there? That weird looking black-white thing? That is a VOR marker. So remember I said you can see visually where the VORs are? That's telling you where it's at. Well, actually, I think those are probably more. They might be more than just VORs. It's giving us quite a bit of information there, apparently. Looks like a paper airplane, actually. Okay, so we're going to take off here. We'll need to make some changes to the weather also. We are going in the opposite direction. We don't want to go south. We want to go north. It's alright, we'll turn around. That looks like a big UFO or something sitting out there. And those are trees that we're flying over. Just in case you're wondering. So that probably really is the VOR. That was probably the VOR that we left, the Port City VOR. I think that's what that is. Oh, it is definitely daytime now. 7:41 in the morning. We get some nice gradation going on there with the sky with this SubLogic flight, which I think is fantastic. Because Flight Simulator 4 did not do that. Okay, yeah, so that is the VOR, that UFO sitting out there in the distance. That is the Cedar Rapids VOR. And that red line is our visual cue that is going to lead us to Cedar Rapids Municipal. And it's a really short flight. We already have the VOR tuned in. It's only 17 miles away. And you'll see when we get there, there will be an entry pattern marked with arrows that will follow. And it's a great little teaching tool. Was the idea that SubLogic had. Let's make the flight a little bit easier by turning on the autopilot hold, or altitude hold. That way I don't have to sit here and try to fight it. So I have a special package that's going to be coming to me of SubLogic ATP, which I have, but I have a floppy disk version. The one that I'm getting is going to be a CD-ROM version with a pretty nice scenery pack to go with it. One that was designed to go with ATP. And I should get that next month, and I will be doing videos and streams with that. So if you've been wanting to see stuff with SubLogic Airlane Transport Pilot, you will get to see that within the next few weeks. Good stuff is on the way. See the different VORs out there. Yeah, we're looking out the different windows. That's over to the left, that's to the right, front, back. I get a kick out of these old flight simulators. So, in case you're wondering why I mess around with them, is I get a kick out of them. I enjoy them. And some of these I did not know about or play when they first came out. And I've been able to go back to them and enjoy them for what they were, and even get enhancements and add-ons to enjoy the experience just as if it were released today, or if I had gone back in time and was playing it. So it's allowing me to relive some memories that I had, as well as make new memories. So 8 miles to go. You may see a red dotted line up there. That is actually the arrows that I was speaking of before. That kind of looks like an air balloon or something sitting right there. The traffic pattern appears to start over here. Because you'll see how the red lines they start high and then they start going down at a diagonal. Yeah, so it's going to bring us around, you know, down at a curve. So this is what Flight Light's about, and that's what I want to show you folks. It wasn't just flying from airport to airport. It was, I don't know, you think of it like an educational program, I guess. That's why you have all these nice, pretty little colors. Hold off. Now we won't go all the way to the end of that. We'll just come in over here at this direction. And there's the airport. That is Cedar Rapids Municipal. You may start to see these arrows now as we get closer. Definitely need to start slowing down a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going a little too fast. Trying not to nose down this time. Ah! Yeah, sometimes the simulator does not like to play nice. Oh, don't you dare try to stall on me. Jeez, this thing is being a pain. Yeah, this thing is being a little problematic. One, flying with a keyboard is not the easiest. Two, these old simulators just sometimes just don't play very nice. Turn on the brakes. Yeah, as far as landings go, that kind of sucks. The later simulators are so much easier to fly, though, because the flight dynamics. I mean, flying in the old simulators is like trying to fly a rock with no wings. That's what these things feel like. It feels like you're trying to fly a rock. Where the new ones, you know, hey, at least it feels like you're floating in the air. This doesn't. It's like up, down, smash into the ground. Hulk smash in the ground. Alright, so that gives you some visual cues there as far as how everything looks in regards to the visual cues on Flight Light and kind of the idea that they were going for in regards to that. And what's nice is we can turn it all off by hitting Shift F10 and boom, all that stuff disappears. Okay, want to thank everyone for joining me on this flight. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And if so, go ahead and click that like button. Leave some comments and share this with your friends and on social media because it helps me out and helps the channel out and helps this series out. Gets it out there so people know that it exists. And if you're new here, subscribe. Why? It's free. And you get notified of future flight simulation content, which is a good thing. And then if you follow me over on Twitch, hey, you get to be part of the show, just like the other fellows here. And you get to be in the cockpit with me as we fly. You get to see this all raw and unedited weeks and months ahead before anyone else. You get to ask me questions too. And I'd love to have you there. I love the company. Makes the shows more interesting and more exciting. And there is Twitter for all of those killer news and announcements and retweets that I think you might find interesting. It's a great communication tool, allows me to be able to communicate with you, the viewers. Snapchat, just for silly old fun, not really communication, but if you just like silly stuff, that's there too. And then Patreon, for those of you who would like to support me and what it is that I'm doing. And, you know, hey, be able to help me build this channel into something that is much more killer cool than what it is right now. I can't do it without you, I really can't. So, looking towards the community where we can build this up together. So anything you're willing to do is greatly appreciated. You can donate through Patreon. You can get bonuses and rewards that way. If you don't want to donate through Patreon, I can understand that. There have been some that have not wanted to do that. They would rather just go through PayPal and just do it directly. I do have that set up. It's in the description. Check that out there. Twitch, you can also do donations through bits and cheers, as well as subscribing to one of the tier levels there, and you get some bonuses and rewards there too. And if you just happen to have plenty of money out there, maybe you can do all three. Yeah, no, again, this is something I'm trying to build up, so whatever you guys are willing to do is greatly appreciated. And another thing that's appreciated is just having you here, being able to watch the videos and allowing me to be able to entertain you. I love doing this, and I want to be able to continue doing it. Anyways, thanks for watching. As I mentioned before, greatly appreciate it. You guys know that. I will see you on the next leg of our exciting journey. Have a killer awesome day.